Hey, this is Dwayne Bennett with 287 of 365 Live. Dwayne Bennett, 287 with 365 Live, the Worry to Winning Solution. So excited to be here. And today I want to share at least one thing, maybe two things I've learned from doing 287 live videos. Now, if you haven't been with me before, just wanted to let you know that I made a commitment on February the 1st, 2019 to do a live video until January 31st, 2020. So it'll be 365 live videos. My coach told me to do that. And if I would do that, then that would help me to further find my voice, further be able to break down complex concepts even more to simpler concepts. And it would also help me find an audience and discover some things about myself. And it's just been a lot of things that making this one commitment to doing a live video every day has done for me in my life. And I just want to share a couple of those things with you tonight. And this should help you on your dreams, move towards your dreams, your goals, and your aspirations. Hopefully accelerate you, get you there faster. Hey, Jeannie. Hey, Chester, towards your dreams, your goals, and your aspirations. One thing is the ability to be consistent. It's hard for people to. Let me ask you this before. How many people, raise your hand, started off on a diet, a diet plan, a nutrition plan, and never finished? How many people maybe started writing a book and never finished? Started on an exercise plan and never finished. Started school and never finished, and on and on and on, these things and never finished. But I have been able to do 286 live videos. I think I missed one early on before 100, and then I did two the next day to make it up, right? So I was able to do that consistently. And what I'm learning from that is I can take that concept consistently or having a goal and apply it to other areas in my life. So what I've learned from doing 287 videos before, first of all, I can't do something every day. I can't be consistent. And now I have the confidence of taking that consistency and transferring that to another area of my life to help me move from worry to winning in that area. That's one of the things I'm learning, and it's building my confidence to learn how to push through things, to learn how to get by things and get over obstacles. Because believe me, there's been some obstacles in being able to do a live video every day. One of the main ones is, not getting caught up in the perfection of trying to get this done, but the completion of trying to get this done. If you've been with me anytime before, you heard me say this, and this is a big concept, is completion is better than perfection. So early on, it would take me like an hour just to get set up, try to get my lighting right, try to get my look right, and I'm wasting all that time when I could be in here giving value, helping people, moving along. And then I got to the point where, hey, the most important thing is what? The content, helping people and getting through this. So I moved towards completion, getting it done versus perfection. But this is the key. Over time, I've gotten better. All right. So it's never the fact that you never just stop striving for perfection. It's just that you can always get better. You can always evolve, and there's always room for improvement. That's one of the biggest things I've learned. And even with that, there's always room for improvement. Now, if you don't know, flip through my Facebook page, my personal page, also my business page, two of my business pages at this particular point. I have my business page for my speaking, training, and coaching services. I need to do a little work with that because I haven't been updating that as much. And also I have my business page for my salon, my beauty salon and barber. That's my second business page. So what the reason I'm mentioning those is there's always room for improvement. There's always room for growth. There's always an opportunity to get better. Meaning when I just started the lives, right, I didn't have a business page for my speaking, training, and coaching. Now I have a business page for my speaking and training and coaching, and that helps me get prepared better. And also it brings me clients from that particular area and for what I do on this page. All right. Then when I started, right, remember we talking about there's always room for improvement, always room to evolve, always room to get better. Then I added on another stream of income with our business, our barber, our beauty salon and barber. So I'm growing and I'm evolving, but this is evolving. But this is the other thing that I'm learning from these videos is you can accomplish more than one goal at a time. I thought that once I get into this, it's going to take most of my time, work it through. But the pursuit, here we go, the pursuit of this goal gave me the confidence, the fearlessness to go after other goals. So I was like, okay, I'm consistent in this. I'm doing this. How can I transfer that to another area? Okay, transfer it to my business, being consistent, pursue that goal, get more footage up, get more people onto my page. And it helped me get to that. And then I was like, oh, wow, I can do that, right? Not only consistently with the videos, not only consistently build up my business page, but also, hey, this other business opportunity I can do that, right? Because I know how to be consistent on a daily basis. So what I'm learning from doing these lives every day, what I'm learning consistency, I'm learning how to transfer one concept or one thing I'm learning from one part of my life to the other part of my life. I'm gaining more confidence to be able to accomplish more than one goal at a time, have an overall goal, and most of the things center around my speaking, coaching, and my training. But the beauty salon and barber is completely out of the realm of that area, but I'm able to do that too. And also, I don't know if you're out there, I think Jeannie's out there. If you ever had a beauty salon or a barber, you know, that's an everyday thing, you know, working with people, trying to keep your team together, working with your company culture, working with the public, all those things. You got to do it on a day-to-day basis. And I'm learning from live, I can consistently do those things on a day-to-day basis. So the other thing is to take the advice of your coach, okay? I'm coachable. I'm teachable. I invest in myself. All the things I talk about when I'm saying, hey, when I drink my own Kool-Aid is this. You know, if I'm going to work with someone or someone's working with you, then you need to do what they tell you to do. All right, it's going to be coachable, be coachable. So I'm coachable and I believe in my coach and I pay my coaches, right? And because of that, I'm able to grow my business and accelerate my businesses on a faster level because I got a separate set of eyes. I have an objective set of eyes that's watching me, helping me fill in the gaps and move forward. So I'm learning that from doing these lives. Take my coach advice, and now I'm taking my coach's advice. Everything is taking off. So it's a couple things I'm learning from doing this 365 live. The other thing is, it's not the last thing, but I always tell you all, you know, when you get to the end, you can do this at the end of the day. You can do this at the end of a week. You can do this at the end of a month. You can do this at the end of a quarter. Matter of fact, I suggested at the end of the year is always stop. Remember, I gave the analogy is when you're reading a book, right? A book is broken down in chapters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's broken down in chapters. But if you notice at the end of most chapters, I have a book right here. Let's see. Always working on some things, working at the book at the end of chapters. Let me see, can I actually show this to you? Usually at the end of most chapters, right, there's this empty space right here. There's this empty space before you turn the page to the next chapter, right? So what I told you to do is look at your life and look at what you're doing as a book with many chapters. And then when you get to the end of the chapter, that space right there, that's in the chapter, like I showed you, that's the space where you slow down, you reflect, and then you think about what may happen, anticipate what may happen in the next chapter with the characters and things that's going on. It's the same thing with our lives. As we go along, look at it as a chapter in our book. And at the end of a week, at the end of a day, at the end of a week, at the end of a quarter, at the end of a year, stop, slow down, and reflect and anticipate what may happen in our life going down to our next chapter. And then when we look back from the things that have gone, we want to make some tweaks, we'll make some adjustments so that we can accelerate our pace and go there faster, quicker, in a hurry. Because what we're talking about, we're talking about moving towards our dreams, our goals, and our aspirations in a focused way, a directed way, and an intentional way. And that's one of the ways to do it. Slow down, take a deep breath, see where things has been going, accelerate those things. Things that haven't been going well, pull back on those things. Some things you need to add in, so you can move forward on your journey in confidence. And this is one of the things that's been consistently happening to me. I'm not going to get into deep into this, but you heard about law of attraction, like attracts like. As I've been going about this year, and it's not only this year, but I look back on my life, what's been happening is there's been situations where I'm being pulled, I'm not pulled, I'm being reached out to assist in our Black community, and it's with our young boys, and it's also with men. Now, how is it with young boys and it's with men? With the men specifically, this is where I'm going, because I'm slowing down, right? At the end of the year, I'm reflecting on some things that I'm thinking what I need to pull off going from that didn't work, or I may be completed in 2019, but now I'm moving towards 2020, what things I need to add. And one of these things is I need to add helping or assisting or coaching Black males, because this is what happened. Just this week, last week, when I was doing a speaking engagement, and I was talking about taking things off your plate, take things off your plate, take things off your plate, because we have too many things. But then there was a Black male in the audience, and he raised his hand and he asked a question. He said, Mr. Bennett, you're telling me to take things off of my plate, but in corporate America, I have to do twice as hard to get further, and you're telling me to take some things off. And it was an intriguing question, but I gave him the answer. The thing is, you got to do the right things. Right? It's not doing more just for more sake or being busy for busy sake. But I agree with you, you have to do more, but you got to do more of the right things. Okay, you got to do more of the right things. That's very, very important. But there's some other things that are unique to us in corporate America as being Black men is, sometimes isolation, sometimes not having someone to look out for us, not even having someone to connect with us. And that's what I want to tap into to help, our Black males with that. If anybody there that knows about that, maybe a female or male, just give me a comment and go from there. Then as I look back further throughout this year, it's always been these scenarios with Black males reaching out for some help, some knowledge, some use of my experience. And give you another example, I have a coaching client, and he's a Black male, and he's not the only one, but this particular one, we're working on his life from a life coaching perspective. And we've been talking about some things, but I noticed he wasn't saying anything about what was going on at work. And I asked him, I was like, well, what's going on at work? What's happening? How do we need to integrate that? We need to work on that. And he went completely off, because he was like, hey, I'm at work. I don't know who I can trust. I don't know how I can, am I taking the right steps to get to the next level, to get promoted? He's like, it's lonely, I'm isolated. Remember the theme? I'm lonely, I'm isolated. It's like, it's kind of frustrating. It seems like sometimes the harder I work, I really don't get anywhere. I'm treading water. This theme is continuing. A couple of months ago, when I just put out a clarion call to any Black males, hey, you need to talk, you need to work through some things, give me a call, I'm available for you. Got a call from a vice president, and Black vice president at Wells Fargo, and he had called me on a Friday. He was like, man, this week has been crazy, and no matter, trying to get all these deadlines, everything done for these deadlines. I'm doing great work, but no one's acknowledging it. It's fire after fire after fire. He's like, some of these things people are creating. He's like, it's just been a crazy week, blase, blase, blase. I just let him get it off for 20 minutes or so. Then we talked about some things, some strategies. Here we go at the end of the week, right? We're at the end of the chapter, and how he can go further on the next week. Okay, so what am I talking about? What I've learned from 365 Live. I've learned from 365 Live that I've been pulled towards African-American males, because what I'm one, but this is the key, I was able to overcome a lot of the challenges that they talked about, even in education. Not bragging, not being impressive. I have a bachelor, BS, a marketing degree from a major university. I have a JD, a Jewish doctor, a law degree from a major university, business degrees, things of that nature. So I cracked the code in education, but to be able to use that education in a meaningful way to help me and my family to move forward, right? So that's in the education arena. Then when we look at the business arena, again, I'm able to train, coach, and speak in major corporations, major universities. And one of my claim to fame is being able to speak to leaders at Department of Defense. That's the highest echelon of intellect, power, and money in the world. And I was able to get in and do some things for them. They received it. It went over well, things of that nature. So we got educational. Boom, we're doing great in education. We're doing great in business and career. I was never fired for a job. Clap, right? A lot of people been fired before. Several jobs before I became an entrepreneur, before I had my own business. Always accelerated. One particular area job I had, they created a position for me. I sent in some information. It was like, we never had this position, but we're going to create it for you. So I had a position created for me. Got promoted in one job 6 times in 4.5 years. So I've learned some things in career also. So what I've decided to do is to modify a program I have and specifically focus on African American males, which I'm going to work on. And it's going to be like a third of my business, right? So I introduced that last night, but I wanted to bring that back because what I've learned from 365 Live, that's what we are talking about. One of the things is I can't ignore what I've been pulled towards and finding my voice for the people in this community, Black males. Helping me. I did a mentoring thing, teaching Black males, right, how to mentor other young Black males. But half of the time, I'm really talking to them about how I can help them in their career, how we can get past some things, how can we move forward faster, because they need someone that has cracked the code, has got going further than they have been, then figure some things out that's there. So what I've decided to do is take one of my current programs I'm calling Becoming Unstoppable, and I'm modifying it for Black males, and I'm going to be rolling it out. Matter of fact, I'm rolling out as we speak. It's called Becoming Unstoppable in Spite of Your Circumstances. Becoming Unstoppable in Spite of Your Circumstances. Why is that the name? First of all, even though I mentioned took off in education, took off in business, took off in the career, it hasn't been easy. Had to overcome some obstacles, had to overcome some challenges, had to overcome some things, even from my background where I was born. I was born in the hood, had to overcome those things, drugs, abuse, being robbed, a lot of other things just to get through education, get through educational areas, establish my own businesses. And then because of the associations that I had in business, brought in the wrong people, I ended up going to prison because I was the president of the company for some things that happened, overcame those things. And even after that, I wrote my 2 books. Where's my books? Are they on the other side? I wrote my books after coming out. I spoke at the Department of Defense after coming out. I been around the world speaking after coming out. So I look at myself becoming unstoppable in spite of the circumstances. There's some brothers out there, there's some Black males that need to hear that, but they need to be walked through so I can accelerate them faster, so I can move from word to winning, so I can help them get where they need to be. So what am I learning from 365? That's a segment of the population that I'm a part of, but I need to put some more time in, and I'm going to dedicate it's going to be about 1/3 of my business in doing that. So as we move right from word to winning, as we're getting ready, here we go, change our chapter, right? I'm giving you a concrete example of what we're going to do on the next page. I'm slowing down. I'm thinking about all the things I did in 2019. I'm looking forward to 2020, and I'm thinking about what's the things I need to leave behind, what's the things I need to carry on for me, and what's the things I need to add on going into 2020. And one of those specific areas is focusing on one segment of my population is helping Black males get to their next level in their career, get to their next level in their business, and even if they have some life challenges, to do there. And this is the key. It's all about results. It's all about results. If I can get them to get one result, if I can get them to move one level, if I can get them to move 1-0 in their business, then we've learned how to take them to the next level. So that's one of the things I'm going to add in. So it's so exciting that I'm able to be transparent to you, but give you real world examples of the things that I talk about. And hopefully you're adding these things on into your life. If you haven't, it's not only Black males, but that's, one of the areas I'm focusing on. Take advantage of when I say, hey, ask me a question, DM me, text me, call me. Take advantage of that. A lot of people are not taking advantage of that. The same things that I give you are the same things that if anybody was here from the Urban Financial coalition, they will tell you, yes, this is what we brought him in to do, and the same things he's giving you. So I'm giving because that's one of the key concepts too, is giving, then I can receive. But I really, really want to help people. But if you don't take advantage of it, then that's on you, but I'm going to be there. So not only for African-American males, but if you haven't taken advantage of my coaching, that's on you. That's on you. If you haven't taken advantage of, getting one of my books, that's on you, but it's going to be there. But I'm evolving as we go along, and I'm pulling back some stuff, right? And I'm going forward. I'm leaving those things behind me, and I'm moving forward to a prize and a high calling as I go into 2020. Okay, there you go. So that's what we at. Those are some of the things I learned from doing 287 videos. I'm going to make it. I am going to make it to 365. And I'm sharing these things from you from a couple perspectives. One thing is some principles, concepts, some things I've learned. Please, please, please get those things. Go back, look at the videos, get into the end of the year. I try to put the name of those up there, of the things that the subject matter of the video. Look for, if you have a question in the area, look for that. Look for that. And then if you need that particular concept, look at the video. Look at it over and over and over. So those are some things that kind of summarizing. I didn't think I was on here this long, but kind of summarizing things. So how do you help yourself? Go back and find those videos that can help you. It's 287. I'm sure it's at least 10 that's going to help you move from worry to winning. Also, we're looking at the things that we've done well. All right, I'm doing it. I've done this well. I'm not patting myself on the back, but I've done this well and make it to 287. And for you, you can be consistent. You can do some things well. You can do it to get to your next level towards your goals and your dreams and your aspirations. Another thing I'm teaching, I'm focusing. I'm not doing a lot of things all over the place, things I don't know about, things that I don't have the experience with, things I don't have the education with. I'm focusing on my traits, my strengths, the things I do best, and those what I need you to do too. Focus on your strengths, focus on the things you do best, focus on the things that you have experience with that's going to help you accelerate. And then I said we're going to slow down, we're going to take some things off our plate, and we're going to add some things on. One of the things I'm adding on, and again, I'm doing this in real time so you can see it, you can mimic it, you can model it, you can do it because I'm showing you the progress as we go along. Go back and look at some of these slides from the beginning. They're good in terms of content, but maybe not the delivery. I don't know. Go back and look. I think I'm better now from 1 to 287. So that's for you too. You're going to get better. You're going to evolve, but you got to stay there in your repetition. And finally, what should I add onto my plate? What should I leave behind? I'm adding on helping Black males, specifically career-minded Black males, business Black males in business. I'm just I'm going to be real specific. Get them a result. One result is get you to your next level. Get you to your next level. If we can figure out how to crack the code for you, like I cracked the code for myself and other people that I've helped. I've been doing this for a while, right? I know spring chicken. Y'all don't want to say that. I get to say this. This is not my first rodeo, right? So we're going to help Black males get a result, get to their next level, just get them to their next step and work out their success plan, because that's what we're going in 2020. That's a good summary. I think right now, as we're heading to the holidays, I think we have Thanksgiving next week. I'm going to Orlando in a couple of days. Still going to be doing these, right? But just to kind of give you a preview of where we're going and where I'm specifically going in the future, so you can start mapping out your plan too. That's what we're going to do with that. Do me a favor, share this. I need to, and that's one thing I've been forgetting to tell people. Share these videos more. There's people out there. Don't be selfish. There's people out there that, first of all, you can help by sharing a video and a concept with them. You can specifically do that in order to help them get close to their dreams, their goals, and aspirations faster, to accelerate. You can do that. Secondly, for you, go back and look at the videos that you need based on the subject matter that can help you do that. Thirdly, take advantage in general of the things that I present in terms of free information, my books. They're on the other side of the room. I feel like getting up and get them. If you want to purchase some of my books, on Amazon, you can purchase from me directly. I don't push this stuff as much, but I think it'd be helpful if you do that. And finally, last but not least, if you know an African American male or Black male that's struggling, they're coming to you all the time. They're telling you they're frustrated. They're telling you upset. They're telling you they're arguing. They at the end of their rope. send them to me, refer them to me. I want to help them. I want to help them get to that next level. I want to help them release some of the frustration. I want to help them go into 2020 with some momentum. But this is the key. Just like myself, I want to help them become unstoppable in spite of the circumstances, because you know we all have some circumstances. So I want to help these Black males become unstoppable in spite of the circumstances. That's the specific program I'm modifying. I already have it there, but I've used it before, but I'm modifying it just for us in order that we can get to our next level, get there towards our goals, our dreams, and our aspirations faster. This is probably has been the most lengthiest live I've done, but I think it's one of the most important lives I've ever done, so that I can help as many people possible, but also zero in on this population. I need you to help me spread the word. You got to help me spread the word to our brothers in our community, because this is the key. Sometimes because of, and I know this because we may be a little more prideful. If you're a brother down there, go ahead and comment if you want to. Sometimes we're a little more prideful. Sometimes we don't think we can need help. Sometimes we think we can do it on our own. But this is the key. I want you to look at your life if you're African-American male, Black male, and I want the person that I want you to look at their life. If their life has been in the same place for the last year, they need some help. Just the bottom line. That's not calling anybody out. It's not saying anything negative, but if their life have been in the same place for the year, last 2 years, last 3 years, that's for anybody, but I'm talking specifically about the brothers right now. They need some help. But sometimes because of our pride, because we think we can do it, because of the way we've been taught, our conditioning, it's hard for us to reach out for help. But I broke that. I broke that code too. I cracked that code too. I had 1 or 2 coaches. I asked my wife for help. I asked my pastor for help. I have men in my circle ask for help all the time. Anytime I'm stuck, I ask for somebody for some help. I pay brothers for help like me to coach like I did. I'm doing it all. And we got to get past that stigma of pride is I can do it on my own, hiding, crying in the dark, never reaching out. And I need the brothers that's on here, and I also need the sisters that's on here, or I even need our Caucasian counterparts on here. If you know a brother that needs some help, send them to me. Tell him, hey, he's reaching out. He's putting time on his calendar for you. He's expanding some things for you. He has a specific program for you to do that. And it's going to need the encouragement. That's one thing I found, right? Because when I'm out speaking, right, and I'm speaking to the groups, at the end sometimes, or I'm in the bathroom or something, then the brothers will come and run up to me. It's so many questions. They're so open, right? But they're hiding. They're hiding in plain sight, and I need you to help me pull them out there. So because as we rise, as we get to our next level, then our whole community rises, get to our next level. So thank you for thank you so very much. I'm seeing everybody stay with me for 27 minutes. Thank you for staying with me, because this is the most lengthiest lives I've done, but I think it's one of the most important one for individuals in general, right? To be able to help you move to your goals, your dreams, and your aspirations faster, so you can accelerate faster for those in general, but also for our Black males. It's important too, that now that we move towards 2020, that we can become unstoppable in spite of the circumstances. This is Dwayne Bennett with 365 Live. Thank you for spending this time for me. And we're going to do what? We're going to move from where? From worry to winning. And I'll see you on the other side.